Hi guys, let us talk a little bit about how to produce HTML output because we will use it a lot in during our simulation. Okay, so the first thing is I start with this structure. So basically, this is a main function here, and then this one will be executed later, and then this main function. Um, will refer to the function in here. Okay, so this one will be the get default homepage, which is going to return the output homepage for us. So this one is important because if you use a function here and then later you can redefine the function later, and then you only refer to this common function, and then you can you can define the output in any place you want. Okay, so this is important. So in order to print the output file, target file or the output file, I will just use a print function here. So if I run um, the whole workflow, it will give me the output, which is the same thing. So if you want to change this one to the other folder, you can also, for example, like you don't want home, you want page number one, and then if you run this one again, it will give you page number one in here. Okay, so that's the first thing in our framework. And then you can see here for the batch file, I just include our hello file here, and then I just print some blank uh, lines here, and then I call the main function, and the main function here will be the this function. Okay, so later if I rename this one, and then it will break, it doesn't work. Okay, now back to our purpose, which is to print the output in the HTML format. Let us use the cat function like this, cat, and then I will uh, write the um, the two value fy22, and then I will put the comma like this, 1 2 3, and then I will give a break here for the output, so it will show the next line below, and then I will uh, point out the output file, which is the target file here, t file here, and then I will choose the append mode to true. Okay, so this one mean that um, I will append the result in the output file. I will do the same thing with FY23 and with I24, and then I will change this one to 234 and then 345. It just to give you the different numbers, and then later it will be easier for us to check the result. Okay, so I run the go dot bat here again, and then it will give me something, but then I don't know where it gives me, so I need to print the result as well. So in this case, I will print uh, C also D5 and then end of line. So in this case, it will print the the reminder and then the output file, and then later I can see also this file. And then later, if I go back to my HTML here and I can refresh. Okay, sorry, this one is page one already. I cannot refresh. I have to change this one to page one HTML. And then you can see here. So this is the first problem we have to deal with, which is to append. So every time you run, it will append to your result here. Let me run again, and then you can see run the workflow again, and you can see the one more line in here. So if I refresh this one, it will append again. So I don't want that. I want like the the fresh result for every time I run. So I change this one a little bit. I've tweaked this one a little bit by writing the blank string in the first place, and I change this one to 4. So whenever you change this one to 4, it will reset or it will refresh the whole workflow, the whole output, and then you will see the fresh output again. So you can see here, if I run this one and then I refresh page 1 here, it will give me the result like this. Okay, so that's the first exercise for HTML, just to print the result, the 3 rows, and then in this case, you can have the 3 rows and then the values for the 3 rows. Let me print the same thing in columns, and you will learn a little bit. So instead of using this one, I will do FY23 and then FY, sorry, 23, and then FY23 here, 24 here, and then I will do the same thing with 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, oh sorry, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I do something like this, and then I run the workflow again, and then refresh in here, you can see something like this. So the result, the numbers and then the labels, they are the same, but then they will be displayed differently. So this one is, each number will be in one row, but this one, all the numbers will be in one row, and then one number in the columns. And then this is how the output will look like when you um, use a script to display HTML. Okay, so I will show you the trick before closing this video. I will show you one trick in order to separate, because you can see here like the result is like quite close to each other, and then it will be difficult for you to read later. So I will show you one trick to separate uh, the result with the head tree here. So output number 1, which is numbers in rows. Okay, and then sorry, I have to end this one with the close h3 as well. H3, yeah. Okay, so this one is the opening. In HTML, the opening is like this, and then closing is with the backslash here. So I will do the same thing by copying here number 2, and then I will say number in the same row. Okay, so if when I run this workflow and I refresh it again in here, you will see the result. Now it's quite similar to the previous result, but then it will be easier for us to read because I have some labels in here also. Okay, so this is the first video on HTML output, and then I have to introduce this one first because later we have to use the HTML a lot. And then for this one, I just beside the normal output like numbers and labels, I use some special tags in here. The first tag is the opening for the heading level 3, which is head 3 here, and then closing for the same level. The second one is the BR, which is for the line breaks, and then you can break to the next line. So in HTML, if you don't use a line break in here, it will assume that you are still writing in the same line, and then it will give you the if you display everything in the same line, and then it will be difficult for you to read. Okay, so hopefully after this we have the basics on output on the output in HTML format, and then we can we can produce the results in the web page.